Welcome back. There's a mighty plume of smoke emitting from Scotts Bluff National Monument this week, but it was all part of a multi-agency prescribed burn. Crews were out Monday afternoon setting fire to 45 acres encompassing monument land located on the north side of Old Oregon Trail Road. Fire Management Officer Eric Allen explained the goal of the burn.
And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get rid of as much of the fuel in here as we can in order so that if we do have a fire, it will help protect some of these historic structures that are in here. And also adjacent to that, we're going to take care of this prescribed burn. It should get rid of a lot of the exotic species, especially the stuff that comes up earlier in the spring, and it will favor some of the native species, which usually sprout a little bit later than this, and so we'll be transitioning from some of this undesirable vegetation to some more desirable vegetation.
He says a lot of factors went into choosing Monday as the day for the burn.
Well, primarily first we're looking at a specific time of the year with the fuels. We have to wait until we get a certain amount of green up so that if we burn this, it will impact some of the grass that we don't want, like the Kentucky bluegrass or maybe some of the annual brooms. And by doing that, we're waiting for a little bit of green to happen so we can when we burn that, it will have some impact on that. And then we're also looking for kind of what you consider a Goldilocks day. It has to be a day where it has to be a certain temperature, it has to be warm enough. The stuff has to be dry enough that it will burn, and then primarily we're also, yes, looking for a lack of wind. We can't burn with more than a 12-mile-an-hour eye level wind.
The prescribed burns are a proactive approach in the event of an actual wildfire in an uncontrolled setting.
So ideally the thought process is that we should be on a 3 to 5 year burn return interval, but this naturally would have burned about every 5 years or so. And so if we could, we'd come back and we'd burn this area again 5 years from now. Now keeping in mind that we have multiple areas within the monument that we're trying to get burned at the same time, and so we're kind of on a rotation process. And so now that we burn this, it'll probably be a little while before we burn it again, and we'll have to take care of some of these other units that are scattered throughout.
Allen adds that many agencies were part of this week's burn.
We have a lot of different cooperators here. We have the Gearing Fire Department that's come out to assist the National Park Service, who's the people that are taking this on. The Forest Service is here from the Nebraska National Forest. The Fish and Wildlife Service is here from Crescent Lake. And also we have some resources from outside of the state. We have some folks from Indiana and also some folks from Missouri.
We'll have more news right after this.